When are the guards going to do something about our missing people?
I assure you, we're doing everything we can. We're stretched thin as it is, but...
Excuses! When your family disappears, what excuse will you use then? I'll find them myself. Just stay out of my way.
Orcs to the south, mercenaries camped outside by the lake, and now people are missing. I'm not sure how much more we can take. You don't know the half of it. It's the damned Lodos plague. People are scared. Many have already fled Narcissus to avoid getting sick. Of course, that's not what the remaining villagers believe. They think their families were stolen in the middle of the night. I've heard everything from a plot by the house leaders to elf-eating Bane King roaming the countryside. The Kin House is looking into it. Speak to whoever you want. The Kin House is more concerned with the coming plague than searching for people who probably just ran away. But I'm sure a counselor will hear you out. I'm not paid to think about this. That's a luxury for someone of higher rank than me. I'll admit something seems off-kilter. Now, if only the house counselors would see it that way.
Did you come from the Cirque? We sent a guard over there to check on some disturbing rumors we've been hearing. This confirms it. The Maulborn need to be wiped out. Thanks for bringing this news, Traveler. I'll inform the house leaders at once.
I told you, we're leaving this forsaken place. I'd rather... Wait. You're not my husband. What do you want? Narcissus isn't safe, stranger. Not that House Hlalu cares. Do the guards search for our missing people? No, because the house counselors don't tell them to. I'm not going to become a victim. That's why I'm leaving. No one does anything in Narcissus if the Kin House doesn't command it. It's that large building over there. You can't miss it. Be careful, outsider. They might decide you're sick. Plague this, plague that. It's their only concern lately.
You saved the main at Drilladan Pass. This one's
How do you fight something you can't see? It isn't fair. I can't cut the throat of the plague. I can't smash its bones. I can only wait until it fills me with its blackness and takes my life bit by bit. Me? No, not yet. I wait for the plague to find me. That's all we can do, isn't it? The house leaders debate how to keep the plague out of Narcissus, how to protect us. Why do they even bother?
You never should have left these much.
They try, but the solution eludes them. We'll slowly fade away, one by one, as the plague takes us all. Gates can't stop it. We can't lock it out. Enjoy your last days, outsider. For the plague takes us all in the end.
I don't suppose you're here to buy a weapon. No, you probably just want me to fix another wagon wheel or something. Everyone just wants to get out of here. Look around. Narcissus is practically deserted. The plague, the curse, whatever you want to call it, it's driving everyone away. Or maybe that crazy story the villagers chatter on about is true. I guess anything's possible. I think the people are scared, and they should be. The Lodos plague rushes onward, and Narcissus is directly in its path. If there's any truth to the other rumors, then I'm sure the house counselors will deal with it.
And that's why we should seal the city. We can't allow more afflicted into Narcissus.
That makes perfect sense, old friend. But we can't cut ourselves off from the outside world.
If you truly care about our people, you'll seal Narcissus and be done with it. We can't take any more chances.
I'm sorry you had to witness that. My friend shows great concern for Narcissus, sometimes greater than my own. What can I do for you? You'd think the entire town had disappeared the way everyone carries on. People are missing, but Giron has guards looking into the matter. For all we know, they fled to avoid the Lotus Plague. Very little. No one has actually seen any of these people leave Narcissus, and we don't have enough guards to follow up on every lead. I usually don't hire mercenaries, but these are desperate times. If you can prove these claims aren't just fearful delusions, report back to me immediately. You'll be rewarded. Giron believes we must seal Narcissus to protect it from the plague. Narcissus is a center of trade, and such drastic measures aren't called for. Though I admit, visitors have been few due to recent events. I haven't decided. They say I'm not aggressive enough, that my indecision hurts Narcissus. Perhaps Giron is right. I just don't know. Ah, Narcissus, my beloved city. At its peak, Narcissus was a vibrant center of trade. Merchants would come from far and wide to hawk their wares. Profits grew, and House Hlalu reinvested it in the city. That seems like so long ago. Most are back east, dealing with corruption inside Mournhold. Few want to enter a region ravaged by plague. But I won't give up. I'll weather this storm and lead Narcissus back to prominence.
Don't judge us too harshly. We do things our own way here.
Not on my watch.
Have you seen my damned apprentice? The boy's later than usual today. With my luck, he's probably gone off and gotten the plague. I wouldn't worry about it. I whipped him for messing up our shipments, and he's probably off sulking. The boy claims it wasn't his fault that we received the wrong crates. Like I believe that. He needs to pay better attention. They're stacked on the other side of the shed. Damn kids broke into them during the night, took whatever was in them and ran. If you want to pick through the broken crates, be my guest.
You're looking into matters that don't concern you, outsider.
How could he be so stupid? I told him where to deliver the shipment, but he thinks he knows everything. That's why things get messed up. My apologies, just talking to myself, don't mind me. Nothing at all, don't mind me. Just a servant here. What's it to you, anyway? Why are you in my master's house? He's an important person in Narcissus. A writer. Writes all day, writes all night. But don't touch his journal. He can get frightfully angry. How would I know? I sweep, I dust. I don't read. The master would never let me look in his journal. His room upstairs is off limits. I stay down here, cleaning, just as my master tells me.
What is it?
Where's my husband? By Vivek's beard, if he's drunk and passed out somewhere, I'll leave without him. That no-good, useless piece of Kwama cattle. Oh, hello. You haven't seen my husband around, have you? Everyone knows my husband. Evis. If he hasn't borrowed something from you or finished off your Ash Lake ale, then you're not trying very hard. He was supposed to be back hours ago. That lazy lout is late. He ships our goods. He mentioned something about a botched delivery that he had to deal with. You know what he's probably dealing with. His thirst for ale. That would be a big help. I'm sure he's sleeping it off in one of the nearby houses. If you find an elf that smells of piss and ale, that's Evis. Tell him to hurry up or he's walking to Mournhold.
Please, I've told you everything I know.
One more lie and I make you stop talking. Permanently. Understand? I have no intention of letting an amateur screw up my investigation. Turn around and walk away. Now. You're interrupting my interrogation, that's what. And just as I was about to get to my favorite part, I have no quarrel with you. Not yet. So go away. Listen to me closely. You and I are on the same side here. I've been hired to track down the origins of the Lodos Plague. That doesn't matter. We've linked strange shipments to this courier. He refuses to talk, but I've never met a man I couldn't break. Take this letter to Councillor Ralden. It explains how vials of the plague were shipped into Narcissus.
Let me guess. You read the letter. You're going to leave me with this crazy woman, aren't you? Curses on you and your family. Vox? Never heard of her. Why would I be afraid of a Vox? Now, will you let me go so I can take my wife to Mournhold? No more torture. I've had enough for one day. I'll tell you the same thing I told the crazy lady. The shipment contained something for the Morborn camped outside town. That's all I know. And I messed up. I delivered the shipment to the wrong location. But I fixed it. I fixed everything. Just you wait. Those missing villagers? It's no coincidence, you'll see. Vox will destroy you all.
You're the first interesting thing to walk into Narcissus in a long time. Really? Plague, kidnappings, hostile cultists. Boring? Just ask my father, the house councillor. He says there's nothing to the rumors. No one ever wants to talk to me. Fine. He's probably in the kin house.
You're back. I hope you're here to tell me that my people are just imagining things and everything is fine. What's this? Notes? A journal attacked? Slow down. I've never heard of Vox. And the thought of someone smuggling Loda's plague into Narcissus frightens me greatly. But where are the missing people? This news is very disturbing. I'm at a loss. People disappear into thin air and someone brought a plague into Narcissus? That terrifies me. How could they even accomplish this without our notice? I need to seal the city. No one gets in or out. I won't let any more of our people vanish. Will you perform one more task for us? To facilitate your mission, the guards have been informed that you may come and go as you please. Find Giron Sadri. He's upstairs. He needs to know what you discovered. Do whatever he asks. I need to speak to the guards and prepare to seal Narcissus.
So, half of Narcissus must vanish and plague must threaten the city before Ralden comes to his senses? And it takes an outsider to make him understand. Perhaps my friend isn't fit to lead anymore. Of course he did. Ralden hasn't been able to make a decision on his own in years. At least he's finally doing the right thing. As for you, I have something you can do. The Maulborn are obviously involved. Any fool can see that. With the city sealed, all of the guards will be busy. However, you don't have those responsibilities. I suggest you slice a path through their camps by the lake. Look for anything that will tell us the location of the Lodos plague. Return when you find something.
You don't give up, do you? Before you ask, yes, I've been following you. No, I have nothing to do with the missing people or the plague, and no, I'm not here to fight you. There, it's out of the way. Feel better? Now let's talk about why Giron wants you dead. Of course he did. Sending an overconfident outsider into camps full of Malborn certainly sounds like a day at the fair. And if they killed you, you'd never find out that he brought the plague to Narcissus, would you? I've been watching Narcissus for weeks. We even have an agent inside the kin house. Anything that enters or leaves Narcissus is tracked, and those broken crates had Giron's name written all over them. The question is, why? What have you discovered? This doesn't look good. There must be a reason why Giron wanted Narcissus sealed and why he wanted you dead. Get back there and find out. The organization I belong to does two things: finds targets and eliminates targets. My target happens to be connected to the Lodos plague. Our goals overlap. Let's leave it at that. Not your concern. Just remember what I told you. We're on the same side. And don't get yourself killed, hero. Narcissus needs you. Sorry, we don't know each other well enough to get that personal just yet. Trust me, though. We both want to stop the Malborn.
You're back. We need to talk. Ralden isn't here. He and Giron left some time ago, and Giron's connection to the Malborn makes me a little concerned. Let's just say I'm well informed. I've suspected the connection for a while, and his abduction of the Counselor confirms it. My associate and I tend to avoid situations not covered by our contracts. Still, we might be able to assist one another. I don't know. I only know what the reports tell me. Giron probably took Ralden somewhere secluded, far from prying eyes. Narcissus is sealed. Villagers are missing. Crates of Lodos plague arrive in the night. Now you discover the plague intensifies when it festers inside a corpse. Makes you wonder about Giron's plan, doesn't it? Reports tell me that a group of villagers have decided to take matters into their own hands. I don't condone their actions, but they might have information. Find the Argonian called Slips Through Fingers. She can lead you to them. I have a feeling she's going to want your help. Tales of your exploits already spread through Narcissus. Find the Argonian, and I'd wager that before you say a word, she asks you to meet with her companions.
Why do I always drop things when I'm in a hurry? Keep your voice down and act like you're helping me. I can't go into details, not here, but I know you've been trying to find the missing people for House Lalu. Don't ask questions, just listen. We know where our people are being held, including Counselor Ralden. Follow the clues in the pack. I'll see you at the meeting place. Not here. Just look in the pack.
Did you hear about the Cirque? There is no cure.
House Hlalu wants us to believe that our friends and family left Narcissus without saying a word, but we have proof that they were abducted. And what does Hlalu do? Nothing. They seal Narcissus and refuse to let us act. No more waiting. We'll save them ourselves. We'll bring the abducted villagers home.
You found us. I apologize for my earlier abruptness. We heard you confirm that our people were taken. We're tired of waiting for House Hlalu to act. We know where our people are being held, but because of the lockdown, we can't go get them. I watched the Malborn abduct my egg sister. I saw where they took her. I saw Counselor Ralden and Advisor Giron go to the same place. You have to help us. I doubt the guards will try to restrain you. You can come and go as you please. Speak to Madras. Let him tell you our plan. You must help us. I need my egg sister back.
Damn the plague!
Bring our families home.
No more talk!
Madras has a plan, and with your help, it's sure to succeed.
You must be the one Slips told us about. She said an outsider was hired to find our people. That's a strange thing for an outsider to do, even for Hlalu Gold. What are you really up to? So that's it. Hlalu's leader disappears and they finally decide to take action. I don't give a damn about Counselor Ralden. I just want our people back. Act. We'll get weapons, ignore the lockdown and rescue our people. If anyone tries to stop us, we'll cut them down. Are you going to help us or not? I don't want to fight them. They have their orders, but they're wasting time. Every second that passes is another second our people remain in danger. Sometimes you have to resort to drastic measures to save the ones we care about. I know this isn't an easy decision, especially for someone who has no stake in this. But I have to know if you're going to help us. We could use someone with your skills. We're going to rescue our families, or die trying. I don't trust you, outsider. We'll deal with this ourselves. Leave us. Run back to your housemasters and stay out of our way.
House Hlalu can lock the gates, but they can't lock up the truth. If the guards won't help, we'll do it ourselves. Damn Hlalu. Damn the plague. I just want my family back.
You must be here for the secret meeting. Sign in and head downstairs. Madras has already started.
How did you get in there? Madras doesn't let just anyone attend his secret meetings. Wait, you're the outsider working for Counselor Ralden. Please tell me you haven't bought into Madras's foolishness. I've been passing information to him. My mother vanished, but I have my orders. So, I've been hoping Madras and his people would find something I could take to the house leaders. What? Madras is going to get those people killed. They're farmers and peasants, not soldiers. I can't let them do this. You need to find the missing villagers and get them to safety before Madras leads this group to its doom. I'll find out where Madras thinks they are. But first, you have to help me slow Madras down. Cause a distraction, something that will slow them down and give you enough time to find our missing people. Everyone's on edge because of the Lodos plague. We can use that. You know what people think causes the plague? Rats. See the rats running around the village? Harmless, but people are afraid of them. Take this bag, grab as many rats as you can, bring them back here and release them at the door. That should scatter Madras's group for a while. You help me disrupt this meeting and save these people's lives, and I'll find out what Madras knows. Catch those rats and bring them back here. There's no time to waste. The little swits are quick. If you get too close, they'll run away from you. To grab them, stand as far back as you can. That way you'll catch them by surprise.
What's that noise? Rats! They have the plague! Run! Open the windows! Out of my way! Don't let them bite you!
It looks like the rats are moving in. I appreciate your help in this. Now no one will get hurt. Those people just want to see their friends and families again. But I don't want them to get hurt. Calling the guards will just make the situation worse. I got the information from my contact in the group. Report back to the kin house. I'll meet you there. I'm going to retrieve a key that you'll need. And keep this quiet, all right?
I'm down on my luck. Help me out?
Any sign of Giron or Ralden? That's good news. I also heard from my associate Nariu Virian. We may have finally gotten a few breaks in this sordid situation. Nariu told me you found a note at the Malborn camp. That might be a link to the creator of the Lodos Plague. This drastically changes our stance on the situation here. I care only about a name and a location. Such information brings me closer to fulfilling my current contract. Because of this, I've decided to offer some assistance. I'll gather the House Hlalu guards and follow you. Whatever you find, the guard will be there to back you up. Now go. Find your ally and save the Counselor. I'll catch up with you soon. I'll gather the guards and follow in your path. Now go. Find your ally and let's finish this. I've been here for weeks, playing the political games common to all Dark Elf kin houses. I've decided I hate such games. But you'd be surprised what you can learn if you just stand back and listen. Giron isn't our target. We're after the one who created the Lodos Plague. I decided to reach out to you and provide a modicum of aid. Your actions may lead me to the one I seek. Right now, I'm your very best friend. Work with me, and we'll make sure Narcissus isn't destroyed by the Malborn. Well, they're certainly not the altruistic organization they pretend to be. It's definitely a militaristic cult, but who controls them is still unclear. I'm sure they're connected to this Vox mentioned in the notes you discovered. No idea. We're still working on that.
I've got the key and the location you seek, as promised. Our plan might have worked a little too well. You can still hear screams coming out of Madras' house. Ruins beneath Narcissus. You can find the entrance to the west. Old door. Looks out of place against the rocks. Door's locked to keep people out of the ruins. Guess that didn't work out. Don't thank me. You're the one rushing into the fire. I should be thanking you. Just be careful down there. If what Madras said is true, you're going to run into a lot of opposition.
Thank Vivek you stopped the Covenant from summoning Sidar.
interference grows tiresome, outsider. After I...
Giron betrayed me. He killed our people and put Lotus Plague into their bodies. Said it made it more potent. He needed a large supply of potential corpses. That's why he wanted Narcissus locked down. It's too late for me, but you must listen. Don't let anyone drink the water. The lake must be cleansed. And I need to tell you about Vox. She's their leader. Narcissus is only the beginning. They're making Lotus Plague in the Gorge. They're going to spread it to more.
Curse my lot. I need your help.
There you are. Good to see you made it. Still alive, I see. I suppose that justifies Nariu's confidence in you. Did you find them? How's Ralden? Are they inside? I see. Ralden was a good man who cared for his people. He should be remembered that way. The guards are dealing with a Maulborn in the ruins. What happened in there? So that's why he wanted Narcissus locked down. He wanted a ready supply of plague carriers. House Hlalu will make sure no one drinks from the lake until it's cleansed. Narcissus is safe, at least for now. We'll get these people to the healers. You should get some rest. I fear things are about to get more complicated. The Maulborn are more dangerous than we thought. I'm sure your help will be needed again. We'll make sure these people receive care. When you have a moment, return to Narcissus and speak to Nariu. She has a lead on the name you uncovered. I'll join you as soon as I can. Yes, I had Nariu investigate the evidence you retrieved from the Maulborn camp. She discovered something she wants to share. Find her back in town.
I swear, I can't seem to finish a job without you showing up to complicate matters. Oh, just give me a moment, would you? I'm right in the middle of something here. The documents you found in the Maulborn camp contained several names. A few appeared over and over. After a little bit of digging, I connected one of them to our target. Because I also learned that Hlalu troops have been ambushed by superior Maulborn forces at the Obsidian Gorge. Our target leads those forces. We want the Alchemist. Saving Hlalu troops isn't part of our mandate. But maybe together... Now you've got it. Veron and I will join you shortly. We need to send our report and wait for our next orders. Stay safe. I'll see you soon, my friend.
Gah! Worthless, the lot of them!
What's this Daedric ruin doing here? What's its purpose? Oh God, is there blood coming out of my hair?
No screech. My head. Where am I? No pants? Oh, let me think. I was escorting a witch to Narcissus. She got frisky, but I'm a married man. After that, my memories get hazy. I think she cast a spell on me and took a valuable axe. It's been in my wife's family for generations. My wife will kill me if I lost her axe. Oh, my head. Hey, you could find that screeching witch and get the axe back. I think we had a small camp nearby. I'll catch up to you after my head stops hurting. If I come back without that axe, Vigna will never forgive me. And her mother, she'll give me that look. The one that says her daughter married a fool. Well, Norgrid Hardhelm is no fool. A witch cast a spell. That's the only explanation for why that axe left my hands.
What do you want? Of course not. Let me guess. You met my drunken fool of a husband, Norgred. I'm sure he was remorseful, hungover, and making up stories. He lost the axe of Halmer's Stormhand and tried to blame a witch? What he did was drink too much last night. He was bellowing about witches and plague husks when I came back with my herbs. Then he ran off half-dressed, waving the axe and yelling incoherently. I'd be grateful if you found it, too. Norgred probably dropped it near that house by the water where the plague husks have gathered. It's not that far, just down the hill. Maybe you'll find his pants there while you're at it.
I am so doomed. My wife? What about the witch? Oh, gods. I need to get that axe back. I think I remember fighting those husks. But thanks for finding the axe of Halmer Stormhand. I don't like it when Edvigna gets upset. She gets very loud. These don't look like my pants, but thank you for finding the axe. I wish I could find that witch and teach her not to tangle with Norgred Hardhelm.
There's my brave, pantsless warrior. Do you remember anything from last night?
There you are, my sweet. Briar Heart. I battled a witch last night.
Was she frightened off by your nakedness? Put some pants on, you sot! I don't know why I put up with them.
Thank the divines! I am not a dead man!
My plan comes to fruition, mortal. You serve me now as a vessel of destruction. I don't want revenge. I want your submission.
Who's there? Oh, you startled me. You look a capable type. Are you a sellsword? I need someone to help me get past the barricade inside the crypts. Refugees from Narcissus. We came here to escape the plague, but were set upon by highwaymen. I was separated from my group, and my husband. Please, I must find Gariel, but the halfwit at the barricade won't let me through. Alexia, bless you! I'll follow your lead, but I'm afraid I'm not very good in a fight. We must keep moving. The sooner we find Gariel, the better. I'm sorry. It's the cinnamon-scented perfume I wear. It was Gariel's favorite. I may have overdone it today. Look! My husband's bow! He's been here. We must get past that door. This looks like a back entrance, but it's bolted shut. I think these items around the doorframe are part of a puzzle lock. Look around. Maybe there's a clue to the right sequence nearby. I don't see my husband anywhere. This doesn't feel right. Something feels wrong here, but I can't put my finger on it.
You don't look infected. I guess you're all right. To protect us from the undead and those who carry the plague. Gariel? He's not with us anymore. If you want more than that, you'll have to talk to Danis. Scavenging and hunting. Our leader Danis has had remarkable luck finding fresh meat. I've no idea where he's getting it. Why don't you ask Danis?
A new face? What brings you to this godforsaken place? Gariel? I heard he vanished on the last hunting expedition. Danis would know more. Danis calls it Meatloaf Surprise. I'm surprised I'm able to keep it down. You'll have to ask Danis.
You're not wanted here, outsider. For all we know, you're carrying the plague. The Lodos plague. It's been ravaging our cities, turning our loved ones into walking corpses. We came here to escape it. Gariel was infected. He seemed fine at first, but the infection became obvious during one of our hunting expeditions. I had to abandon him in the crypts. I doubt he survived.
I don't understand. None of the refugees will answer my questions. It's like they're hiding something.
What? But we saw his bow.
That's preposterous. He was fine when we were separated. Please, you must find him. Search the crypts. I'll keep questioning the others. Someone must know what Danis is playing at. You're probably right. This place doesn't feel right. I'll be outside waiting for news of my husband. Please hurry. I hate the thought of Gariel wandering through those godforsaken chambers all alone. I understand, but if there's even a chance...
Danis may seem paranoid, even irrational at times, but we owe him our lives. I suppose now you think you're morally superior to us. Tell me, how hungry have you ever been?
I hear you're helping Danis secure the camp. Many thanks. Your point being?
Our ways are not your ways, outsider. Don't meddle in things you don't understand. Did you now? Spare me your judgments. We do what we must to survive. I've watched hundreds die from the plague, horrible, painful deaths. My people are safe here, but they must eat. Something had to be done. Gariel was weak. He didn't understand the need for moral ambiguity. He threatened to turn the entire camp against me. That was unacceptable. You would doom my people to starvation, or death by the plague. That's truly madness.
A newcomer, eh? I hope you'll stay for dinner. What in oblivion are you doing? I'm getting out of here.
How dare you judge us? We do what we must to survive. What? Do you have any idea what you've done? It's that simple, is it? Just leave, return to the outside world and forget what we've done here? You sound like Gariel. Perhaps you're right. Perhaps we have lost our way. Those who wish to leave will be free to do so. I can never return. This is my world now. This is where I will die. Farewell, outsider. May you never know hunger.
I hear you're helping your point be.
Have you found anything? I know. Ever since that bandit raid that separated us, I knew. But I must thank you, Sarah. You helped me pursue my foolish hope, even at your own risk. You let me forget what I already knew. I had seen my Gariel for the last time.
No one goes into the gorge. Got that?
Do we say why the pass is closed?
Tell them there's death in the pass. Leave it at that.
Yes, Commander. The Moorborn know we're here, but they don't care. I guess they're not frightened by a handful of house guards.
Why won't Mournhold send reinforcements? This pass leads straight to the city.
The gorge is closed. If you're going to Mournhold, find a different way.
Speak to Captain Deril if you need something. About damn time we got some help out here. We're outmatched. Captain Deril will give you a little more...
If you're planning to use the pass to Mournhold, find another route. It's not safe. The Moorborn have overrun the traders' camp and occupied the pass. By the authority of House Hlalu, this area is closed. It's a death trap. We sent in some scouts to assess the situation, but they haven't returned. I don't want to march in there blindly, but we can't wait much longer. This pass is too important to allow it to fall into the Moorborn's hands. It's the primary trading route between Mournhold and the west. It's also home to a traders' camp. Every caravan that comes through this part of Deshaan depends on that camp. That's an excellent question. Harassing caravan seems to go against their usual method of operations, doesn't it?
Need to report back. Moorborn. They're trying to make the plague stronger. The alchemist who created the Lotus Plague. Merdendril. He's making it stronger. More potent. The Moorborn plan to smuggle it into Mournhold. Infect the whole city. There's no time. You need to stop them. The Moorborn can't bring cargo through the city gates without official papers. They're carrying forged shipping manifests. Maybe it's worth a try. Take out some of the Moorborn down in the traders' camp. Get those forged papers.
Kothal's the name. I was working as a guard in the training camp before the Moorborn attacked. This elven scout was lucky I came along when I did. She was getting her arse handed to her. Did what I was taught to do. When outnumbered, I hide. Not the bravest move, but it kept the two of us alive. Listen, if you're going down there, I could use your help. I need some things from the camp. Things that are too important to fall into the hands of the Moorborn. They're in 3 locked chests, so you'll need to get the keys first. 3 of the merchants I worked for wore the keys on chains around their necks. They were the first to fall when the Moorborn attacked, but I don't think their bodies were searched very thoroughly. I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to say. All I can tell you is I swore to guard those chests with my life. That ought to give you some idea of their importance.
The manifests. Did you get them? Good. This should buy us enough time to act. Good question. Before we strike back, we need to gather our swords. I wish I knew how many of the others survived. I think most of them were captured. I saw some of them dragged off toward that cave to the north. I'll report to Diril and let him know what's happening here. You go to the cave and see if you can find the others.
Only the dead will see an end to this war. Those Nyx hounds won't take me. Won't make me into a husk. Bled myself with my own blade. No use to them now. That'll show them. What was I saying? Did Scout Marmine send you? I was glad she got away. The others, they're all gone. I've seen what the plague does to a body. I won't let it take me. But if the wards were destroyed, Arcane wardstones that make the Moorborn immune to the plague. A gift from someone called Vox. Sure would be a shame if those Aelits came down with their own plague. How about you smash those wards that are protecting them? I heard them crying out in the darkness. The plague's taken them. They've turned. The wards. Concentrate on the wards. There are 3 of them. Smash them all. Those wards keep the Moorborn from getting infected by their plague. Smash them, and may the plague take them all. Down into the cave. The same place they dragged the others. May the 3 watch over their souls now.
Good, you're still alive. Scout Marmine told us she sent you to this cave. Veron says he knows you from Narcissus. He and his ally have offered their assistance. We have to proceed cautiously. I don't want any more of my soldiers getting infected. But the Moorborn have to be dealt with. For good. Ah! That changes things. We've spotted the plague shipment they planned for Mournhold. I want those crates destroyed, but I need my troops at a safe distance when it happens. Always. A cliff overlooks their loaded wagons, and I've got archers up there. Get to Nariu Virion. Tell her to have the archers shatter the crates from above. We'll see how the Moorborn like being exposed to their own plague. Good idea. Exactly what we need. On your way, then. That tunnel will take you to the top of the cliff.
There's war, and then there's just slaughter. The Moorborn fight without honor. I don't expect we'll be taking any prisoners. I told you we'd be right behind you. I'm truly beginning to understand what Nariu sees in you. You certainly know how to get things done. Oh, she's out and about. Like you, she's out doing what she does best. Now, talk to the captain and let's get on with things.
Ready for a fight? Once the archers start shooting, the Maulborn will swarm this overlook. Let me know when you're ready. Archers, to your positions! Once the arrows start flying, they'll be on us in no time. Here they come.
You've doomed us all! Prepare to die!
We did it! All right, back to the cave. Change of plans. Those crates the archers destroyed. The plague is spreading quicker than dragon's breath. Can't go that way. Hey, I'm not an alchemist. I can only tell you what Veron told me. That stuff is potent. It spreads like wildfire. As soon as it touches skin, people transform into husks.
I warned that fool Deril not to go on ahead. If he's not a husk yet, he's probably a feast for one. That plague moves like lightning. He took some troops to the southern side of the gorge. He's looking for the Maulborn leader, the alchemist. I don't know if he made it that far or not. Don't need to tell us twice. We'll stay on high ground until the plague dissipates. If you find Deril and he's turned, do what you have to. Understand?
Did you get the stuff from the locked chests? Yeah. Fact is, I kind of lied to you. Those merchants owed me weeks of back pay, and now they're dead. My family will starve without that money. Those trinkets you recovered may not seem like much, But they'll feed my family for a year. I could not risk it. I'm sorry I misled you, but I can't let my children go hungry. I don't know what to say. Thank you. I'll find a way to make up for this. I swear it.
Five Moorborn fell to my blade. That ought to help a bit.
By Aeon! You've run through a gauntlet of plague and death, yet you aren't sick. How? We'll consider it a blessing of the Tribunal for now and leave it at that. The Moorborn who haven't fallen to the plague are in retreat. We've just one final matter to attend to. We've got Medindral, the alchemist who created the Lodos Plague, cornered in these ruins. We need to capture him and find out how he did it. With you at our side, that's the spirit. We're right behind you. Remember, we have to find out how the plague was made. Then we can get to work on making a cure. Let's go. Let's get this over with. On your guard. We don't know what's up ahead. Look everywhere. Any clues we find may lead us to the cure. What did you find? What is that? That's the recipe for the Lodos Plague! We've done it! Wait, what's happening?
You resist my plague? Let's try a stronger version.
No! No, not that! Ah!
You didn't think it would be that easy, did you? I shall experiment upon your body.
I told you, Veron. Our champion survives.
What happened in there? Where's Dirul? He's gone, isn't he? He died valiantly, then. Did you learn anything in there that would help us? Praise Vivek. With the notes, we can finally craft a cure. The Moorborn have fallen to their own plague. The merchants are already returning to their camp. The stuff in the crates was extremely potent, but also very short-lived. It came and went fast, and we haven't seen any more afflictions. But if this had reached Mournhold... Still, we can't lower our defenses yet. This was just one piece of the Moorborn scheme. But for now, the Gorge and Mournhold are safe.
You're full of surprises. Not that I doubted you. Thanks for your help. You know, I think you earned the truth, but this is a pretty big secret I'm about to share. Are you sure you're up to the responsibility? I know you won't. Come closer. This is for your ears only. Veron and I were part of the Morag Tong. You're kind of an innocent, aren't you? The Morag Tong? Organized crime? A league of assassins? We used to be part of the establishment, but we're kind of on the outs these days. Some of the house leaders still employ us, though. Keep your voice down. Just being associated with the Morag Tong can get me put to death. We're here on behalf of Mornhold, understand? Now get out of here. We'll meet again, I'm sure.
With the death of the alchemist Merdindril, our contract is fulfilled. I'm not sure we could have accomplished it without you. On to our next assignment. We don't get a lot of downtime. We're always on the job, always watching. Are you heading to Mournhold now? Someone has to tell Ordinator Kilau what happened here. You appear to be available for the job. I'm sure we'll run into each other again. Hopefully it won't be because your name's on a contract.
I've never seen anything like it. The attackers used dwarven spheres and spiders.
I grew up in Narcissus. I can't believe this stupid plague almost turned the place into a ghost town. We've got the raiders on the run. Didn't hurt that their machines turned against them. Raiders attacked our caravan. They had dwarven machines with them, like spiders. They ambushed us. We should have been slaughtered, but then the attack broke off. Something went wrong. The spiders suddenly attacked everybody and everything. We captured one of the raiders in the chaos. She's wearing the insignia of House Drez. One of our Dunmer great houses. There's rivalry between the houses, but not open conflict. You're an outsider. Maybe the prisoner will talk to you. We're holding her up the road in the ruined tower.
The prisoner's in the tower. Up the path and enter the tower on your left.
Don't tell my sister, but I'm not really injured. I'm just terrified.
I've heard these mushrooms are delicious, but I'm not going to eat them. They glow like lanterns. That's not appropriate mushroom behavior. I disapprove.
You look like you can handle yourself. You have to help me. The other guards went after the raiders, but one of those dwarven things wounded me.
What a mess. We were attacked on the way to Narcissus. Dres raiders with dwarven machines came out of nowhere. They took our cargo crates and one of the Dres leaders even took the manifest. As if he could use it.
I don't want any more of my carriers hurt. But I must recover the manifest and at least part of the cargo. The house noble who owns this cargo will flay me alive if I come back empty-handed. The raiders took everything up the hill.
You don't need healer training, they said. You're a trader, they said. No one ever gets hurt on a caravan.
I'm not getting paid enough for this. Ethis Omalor of House Dres hired us to attack the caravan. He had something to make the machines from the ruins fight alongside us. I don't know. It was like a magic wand, only metal. But the cursed thing blew up and the machines went berserk, attacking everybody. You aren't going to kill me, are you? I don't want to die. Can't you say I cooperated? Dres raiders are going to the entrance of Mizathums to ambush the Lalu guards. If you move fast, you can save them.
You heard the prisoner. Head to the entrance and warn the guards.
I hope you're not bringing more trouble.
You're back! Any luck finding my cargo? This is very nearly everything. I can't believe it. My employer might even be lenient. You saved me. You didn't have to help, but you did. Thank you.
When I saw those Dres raiders closing in, I thought we were done for. But you sure sliced a path through them. Maybe you can help me figure out what those fetchers are up to. Ha! That explains why the constructs turned on the raiders. I saw someone in Dres livery enter the ruins. He was fiddling with some kind of relic. I'd wager he's Ethis Omalor, the leader of this raiding party. I'm not above giving the Dres some payback for the damage they've caused. I need to clean up out here, but I want that Omalor fetcher who ran inside. Feel like doing some hunting?
I need help.
Do not waste my time.
You there? I could use some help. You there? Did Mayra send you? I discovered this resonating thing on one of the smashed constructs. I think these resonators are how that Dres rod controlled them. Not as much as I'd like, but I think the constructs received their orders from the rod through those resonators. The spheres cannibalized dead spiders for parts. What if we interfered with that process? Exactly. So if you smash any spheres or spiders, take their resonators, you can bring them to me for study. While you're at it, destroy any repair stations you see. Then they can't make more resonators. All right?
excellent. A person who walks instead of rolls. Come on, let's get out of here. What? Oh, yes, of course. Wait, blast it. You're with the caravan, aren't you? Look, I know when I'm backed into a corner. I'll tell you whatever you want to know. Just help me get out of here alive. I did what I was told. Magistrate Fox gives orders, not reasons. She supplied the rod to control the constructs, but it malfunctioned during the ambush. After that, the spiders attacked everything. I ran for it and hid down here. From the sound of it, my raiders got caught between the Hlalu and the spiders. You're going to get me out of here, right? Fine by me. Better them than these walking buzzsaws. Lead the way. They're still fighting out. Oh no. They're still fighting out here. Oh no. They're still fighting out here.
You're back. Did you manage to deal with our dwarven problem? Well done. Another menace successfully overcome. I love it when that happens. Can I have the resonators? I want to examine them. Maybe I can figure out a way to craft a defense against the constructs, in case something like this happens again. What?
I can't believe you brought Omalor out for us. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this. So, he's under the impression he's been rescued. We'll have to correct that. I appreciate your help. Though when we're done with him, I doubt Omalor will be very happy.
This is humiliating. I was hoping for a little decency, but these Hlalu savages have trussed me up like a spit roast. I suppose it's better than being impaled on a Dwemer Sphere's blade.
Hold. Welcome to Mournhold, capital city of the Ebonheart Pact. We track all visitors. Upon arrival, everyone must see a registrar who will record your name and business in Mournhold. Thank you for your cooperation. Deshaan has become a chaotic, dangerous place. Why shouldn't we instill a degree of order in our most prominent city? A little inconvenience is a small price to pay for your continued safety, citizen. Speak with Registrar Revel in the city center. Take the stairs up to the central building and you should find him in the courtyard there. Do not dally. It is illegal to enter Mournhold without being registered.